Feeling lucky?
I'm guided by a force much greater than luck.
I wonder if I'll be held responsible for this.
Hello, everyone. We are the D20 duo because that's the name we came up with, and this is Questlog. He was late on the damn point again. Maybe one day.
No, I was on. We synced in my image.
Sure, you did. Oh, helps if I start the video too, I guess, in the background, so everyone can see what's going on.
I was eating.
We're back today to discuss the next piece of the Super Mario RPG Legend of Seven Stars that we did recently. If you've been following along so far, we just finished Marrymore and we headed on to Star Hill. Star Hill is a unique area of the game because they have some enemies in there, but you basically just get a free star at the end of it. So first off,
relaxing.
Before we start talking about Star Valley. Yeah. How are we feeling about the game so far still, Mr. Wrong? Are you still enjoying yourself?
Yes, I still am. Getting more characters, also getting used to Peach a little bit more. Also very good. It gives me a little bit of time to adjust to her, but it still has the nostalgic feel the entire time. Like it's not like fading away. Also, we're at a part where we're actually getting more experience every battle, so we could get OP by the end. The goal is to be level 30.
Yeah. And
my goal.
I mean, there's possibility of that. I mean, we may have to spend quite a bit of time grinding to make that happen.
Which we can do that off stream. That would take us hours.
Yeah. But
what
we don't
level are we?
I'll be honest
like
with
level
you. 14, I don't know.
Right?
I was going to say like 14, maybe 15 at most at this point.
Yeah, so we're like halfway there.
Chasing the bandit.
Yeah,
I'm actually unsure of what level we are. I'm sure I'll open the menu here at some point to see that. So I'll keep that in the back of my mind here to kind of be on the lookout. Because we're pretty close in level. We're not exact. I think I'm a little ahead of you. But we're pretty close in the level. So you were talking about it getting used to Peach, right? So you've kind of chosen to go more on the magic side of things, and
always
leave be the physical attackers.
You wanted Geno.
I mean, I do. I've never actually played all the way through with Geno. My party always ends up being Mario, Bowser, and Peach. Because Peach is obviously kind of the white mage. So it just kind of is what
healer.
It is. But that's the thing. So like Peach and Malo are considered like mages, and both of them are a little bit more white magic than, attack magic. So how are
Can we say that about Malo? Because he doesn't have any healing or defense or anything
HP
like that.
His first ability after you get him, like that you learn, is HP Rain.
Oh yeah, I've never used it. I only think of him as Thunderbolt or Thundershock. Those are the only two abilities I've made him use.
Geno just got to level 12. So
okay,
but I think Geno
we did end at like.
I think Geno was a little bit
then.
further behind Mario and Malo because obviously we've had them longer.
Yeah, so I want to say we're probably level 14, especially with this is the start of the episode. By the end, I think we did end up at level 14, so we're almost halfway to the max level anyway.
Well, when you figure out typically in RPG terms, you're actually not, so to put it in perspective, you're not halfway to max level when you're at like half the max level, if that makes sense. And there's a shout out
No.
happening on my stream right there. Yeah, I got to learn to be better about editing things like that out. But I kept on playing. So I couldn't really edit it out.
It was during stream. I don't think they could deal with it. You can still see the game with the exception of the corner.
Yeah.
You're fine.
But to like
go play the game if you want to reenact it.
To put it in perspective, so for this game, you're actually probably not truly halfway through the level system until we're at like level 25. Despite the fact the game, like the max level is level 30, in terms of actual experience points, because every level gets progressively more experience required.
Okay.
But
that's
like
fair.
And hopefully once we get to level 30, we'll be kind of OP for the end boss anyways. Maybe not Culex, but I guess we'll see. How are you feeling about your party thus far? Are you wanting to keep Malo and Peach at this point in time?
Yeah, I think I'll go with them just because Peach came in really good handy, or was really handy during during the was it the Johnny battle?
Oh yeah, the against Pirate Johnny.
Yeah, where he split it, like he was getting ridiculous, like after so many hits, like just all over the fucking place. Her healing every other turn, I would have died. And I thought we were pretty good, like balance for our level. Like I don't think we were overpowered.
You know what? Are you talking about the Yuridovich fight? The last fight we did in gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That one.
Because I struggled hard because I have no healing ability, so it's not easy to heal.
No.
So I'm probably gonna have to invest hard in some of like the Kiro stuff to get to the end game, honestly, or just over level as we kind of have been. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to ask you
about it. I have both healers. Yeah. Should I give you one of the healers?
I'm fine with the challenge. I'm honestly fine with the challenge. It might screw me for Culex, but I'm fine with the challenge. At least the nice thing is, as we go on, I feel like with Culex, specifically, I feel like we can probably unblur or like actually blur the lines of like our selected parties if we go in there.
Gonna say too, because he's the final boss.
Yeah, like if we go in there and we get absolutely he's not the final boss, he's the super boss. Smithy's the final boss.
Oh, okay.
But if we go into Culex and even at level 30, if we just get absolute wallop because A, you can't do the damage you need to do, or B, I can't fucking heal.
Yeah,
we might need to like kind of, but as we're going to be grinding up the levels, period, for our party members, everyone gets XP, so at least we won't have to regrind at that point.
And we also got the EXP charm essentially, which only works for the one character, but
still,
if someone falls behind that we need to level, that will be very helpful.
Yeah, exactly. So we've passed Star Hill now. Going back to Star Hill real quick. What did you think about the reading people's wishes in there? Especially like Luigi's like little cameo about wanting to be as good as his brother.
I thought it was cute just because isn't the story of this basically Luigi's like telling the story of what's happening? Like that's his dialogue of why we don't actually see him in game?
Yes and no.
I thought that's
like
something
he narrates the
Luigi's like retelling.
He narrates the instruction booklet. Like if you go back and actually like read the instruction booklet, he kind of narrates the instruction booklet.
Yeah, that's what I was That was what I was thinking. So like if he's the one who did the booklet, I feel like the story is based off of his perception of what happened in a way. And so for him to have that little wish to be as good of his brother makes me think like even though he's telling the story, like he's really hyping it up and kissing ass to who he's talking about. He's like, I'm not as good as Mario, but I want to be.
No, that's honestly kind of fair. Honestly fair. But yeah, Star Hill, unique area, and again, for this game, every other star piece is acquired by fighting some big bad, right? And
Yeah.
Star Hill, you just go run through there and boom, grab your star. That's it. You're done.
Is there any other than Luigi? There was one for Toad. I'm pretty sure there was one that we had read that was about one of Toad's wishes. But you would think with each of them, because we also found Malo's, because Malo got mad at us. But you'd think that we would have found one for Peach and maybe Bowser too.
I feel like we did. I feel like almost every major character in the game had a star, like that we read. It may have just kind of been in passing. Maybe it was innocuous.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't even realize it was for them, type of
That's
thing.
what I was thinking. I was thinking like obviously the Toad one was super obvious. Toad's or Malo's was super obvious because he like pushed you down. He's like, "Don't read my diary," and then Luigi's was pretty evident as well. But if Peach's and Bowser's, theirs weren't like eye-opening to be like, oh, that's theirs. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so as we passed through Star Hill, we got those cool little Easter eggs and everything. We ended up here in Seaside Town. And obviously, if you watch the gameplay or have ever played the game yourselves before, you'll know that Seaside Town's a little shady. So,
Zombies everywhere.
When we entered the town, obviously the people kind of act weird. I mean, what were your thoughts about the people? Like, did you know? Besides maybe me kind of saying something, did you know something was up immediately as soon as we entered the town?
After I'd talked to a few of them, I was like, they're zombies. Like they're 100% zombies under something's control. Like I knew something was weird with them because they had the pale skin, the gray, everything, and I'm like, I don't know what is happening because this is a seaside town. So unless they all have seasickness or something, I don't think they're supposed to look like that. Also, after talking to the mayor, that was the biggest indication because the mayor said some shit like, nope, that ain't right.
In the gameplay, we had just visited them a minute ago, and the elder is like, "Well, where were you? About time you got here." And it's like, okay, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'll go fuck myself over here. Like, damn.
Yeah, and then kind of on the gameplay too, there's the two that were guarding the door. Like, you got some hostages.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Which obviously I'll be jumping ahead, but I do like where you can keep saying no after you get the star piece. I'm gonna go tickle them, and they're murdering them essentially. I was like, nah, go fuck yourself.
MrWrong was determined to kill the people
to
in
not
Seaside
give my
Town
star.
by tickles. So
I worked hard for that star. They can get fucked. Sorry, townsfolk. I don't know you.
That's fair. Yeah. So then we went into the sea because they said that Jonathan Jones in the sunken ship had the star. So kind of skipping over the sea. It's not a fancy area. It's just literally a small like dungeon-esque area. So we got into the sunken ship. And of course, kind of one of the things we were greeted with immediately is that there's a puzzle in order to get through the room. Yeah, see, so Mario there is level 14. as I saved at this point in play.
Yeah, so we're probably close to level 15 then, because after the multiple boss battles, that's a good amount of experience.
Yeah. So what did you think about the puzzles that you were presented with here in the Sunken Ship?
I was so determined to beat every single one. Like when we got to the maze one, you were still like just trekking through. You're like, fuck the maze. I
Oh
don't even
yeah, I
want to do
totally
that.
fucking said fuck the maze. Like I was like, nope, nope, I ain't got time for this shit.
And that's all I did. I was like, no, I'm gonna fucking get it. I I, I need it. Which in reality, towards the end, we didn't really need to do all of the mazes. We needed to do like 3 of them to figure out the word. It wasn't that hard of the end puzzle.
No,
But the maze, I think that shit took me like 10 minutes. I kept getting just stuck. I'm like, no, how do I move? How does it was frustrating, but I did it and I was proud. And then
yeah,
you did go back
I
because
did.
you got an achievement for it.
Yes. For anyone who doesn't know, so I own the game, legitimate, and I could play it on original hardware. But there is an emulator out in the world. Don't mind me, I'm seeking through the bottom here to start getting to where the puzzles are. Okay. There is an emulator out there called Retro Achievements. And basically, just like achievements for the Xbox or for the PlayStation, the emulator will run achievements for retro based video games. So yeah, I was kind of determined, like, I'm not gonna do, they call it Chivo hunting. That's like the thing in the community. I'm not gonna do that. I don't got time for that.
Chivo hunting?
Chivo
That's
hunting.
what it's called?
Yep. Yeah, for short they call it
Who
Chivos.
calls it that?
Like the people in the retro
Chivos?
achievements community.
Oh, okay, so it's specifically retro achievements
Yeah. Yeah,
is
yeah.
why they call it that. Okay, I was like, I've never heard that term before. I don't think. I thought it was called relic hunting.
No, I
Something
mean for the
along
most
those
part in
lines.
the modern community they literally call it achievement hunting or trophy hunting. So,
Yeah. And here's
um
the puzzle.
yeah, the fuck puzzle. Um
Well, that's a different game.
yeah. Well, you still get fucked by a box. Um
Mm-hmm. Let's go
anyhow,
with that.
but yeah, so I did go back through because I realized that I could get an achievement for a retro achievement for doing it. Again, I'm not gonna pass up ones that are like honestly should be very easy and n- no offense. I mean, like, I'm not
All
saying that
offense.
you're a dim guy and I'm a smart guy or something like that. But when Mr. Wrong was like, "Nope, I fucking figured it out," I'm like, oh, "Shit, I can't let Mr. Wrong figure it out and
I knew it.
not go back and do it myself."
As soon as I completed it and said that, you beelined for the fucking maze. And I was like, I guarantee it's because I figured it out that he's like, nah. If he could do it, I can do it.
Anything you can do, I can do. Also, maybe not better. Anyway,
I could do also.
but no, I mean, like, yeah, and at the time, because this 3D puzzle is the third puzzle in like the line. If you go the line, right?
Yeah.
You stayed here to figure it out. I tried it,
Yeah.
gave the fuck up, and bolted because I knew already.
I think you were in there for like 30 seconds and then you were gone.
Something like that. But I already knew what the word was, to get through the door.
Yeah.
So I bolted out of here and I just did the last 3 puzzles and then I came back to it. And you still had the last 3 puzzles to do. And there was that one, I think it's after this, is the coin one where you had to chase the coins around the room, and if you did not grab the coin before it disappeared, you lost the puzzle. So I know that one.
That
gave
one
you
was
some shit.
harder. That one was harder than the maze.
I
Because I was either
totally
running
disagree.
too fast because I didn't realize that if you touched the main coin, it would just stop
And there's where I
and
said,
you have to
"Fuck it."
leave. Yeah. So like I was chasing the coin and I'd fucking jump too early and I'd touch it. And I was like, fuck. And then there was one where you had to like jump around and I couldn't get to it in time because I fucking jumped on the wrong thing. And I was like, I think I did that one. Realistically, it didn't take me as long as the maze, but it started triggering me to get upset
You got a little
faster
angry.
than the maze.
You got a little angry. It's fine. But yeah,
If something is supposed to be so simple and I'm failing it, I get so mad.
you're gonna have some fun with some puzzles in some of these other RPGs that we're gonna do. That
If
that
it's
I
supposed to be simple, it should just
know
be simple.
for a fact have puzzles.
I
Like,
like puzzles. Like if it's like the other game that you were playing with David Harbour with moving the panels and stuff. Like I love those
oh,
kinds.
well, so those slide puzzles weren't that bad in that one, but you know me and slide puzzles.
Yes.
And we're gonna have there is a slide puzzle thing for Final Fantasy 1.
Ooh.
So and
Really?
you weren't around when I did that one on stream like way back in the day. Yeah,
Mhm.
it took me a hot minute to figure that one out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that'll be one of the things we'll have to do when we get to Final Fantasy 1 because I'm pretty sure they kept it in the Pixel remaster. So
Oh, which unrelated, you can edit this out. I was
I don't edit
thinking of
back through this, so whatever it is, make it quick. They
okay,
get the
fair.
full raw, unedited us.
Well, I mean, it's nothing bad. It's just I was thinking that because you were talking about Venmo,
Yeah.
and I saw that the Final Fantasy games were actually on sale for like the 49 or whatever. I was like, why not just buy that for me on Steam? Because it's like
Are they still on
48 and
sale?
then I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know if I wanted it for Steam or if I wanted it for the Switch, but realistically, if we're playing through them, I should well, actually no, it doesn't matter because I can hook my Switch up and have it just as fine. But that's what I was thinking. I was
They are
like,
no longer
"Oh,
on sale.
damn it."
That
Because
actually
they're
would have
on
been a very useful thing because my Steam is
Yeah.
linked to my PayPal, and that's where I have a bunch of money sitting right now. Actually, that's
Oh.
literally where I have the money sitting for the capture card. Is in my PayPal. It worked.
No, it's on Humble Bundle still. It's on Humble Bundle right now for 48.74, which it's like what, $6 difference for what the capture card and shipping
I'll
was.
go look at it after we finish recording this. So
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, then you don't have to worry about it because you could just gift that and then
okay, we'll figure it out.
give me like a $5 Steam card or something. I don't fucking know.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, so edit right
Anyways,
from now and returning. Okay.
nope, told you. I don't get that professional with this. With this, they get the raw unedited cuts. From the moment I go to the moment I go. Anyways. So yeah, back to the puzzles of the ship, right?
Yes.
This is the part I'm most interested. I want to see if they changed it up at all for the remake. Right? There's only been a little bit of changes within the remake, honestly. Now I still, as of this recording, I'm behind and I still have not played this portion in the remake. Supposed to do that after we finish the podcast, but I won't be doing that today.
No, that's fine.
So I'll just have to get caught up later. But yeah, I'm curious to see how they do this in the remake. I'm very, very, very curious. But I think the sunken ship portion is actually a very well done portion of this game. I don't necessarily know. I'd say it's my favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite portion. I do really enjoy Booster Tower. The music and the like the Easter eggs and shit like that. Um,
Yeah.
but the sunken ship portion is enjoyable to me, which is good because as we talked about later on, the boss, not of the sunken ship, but the boss after the sunken ship is one of the hardest bosses in the game, in my opinion, at least at this point in time. Um, so, but speaking of bosses, once you do the puzzle,
And there's the fucking coin maze.
yes, which you can see, like
Yeah.
even I had trouble with. I didn't get it the first time there. Um, I had to exit out and redo it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because I
Bosses.
wasn't even sure exactly what I was doing in the moment, and then I realized, oh shit, I need to make sure I grab every single coin, but not the lead coin that's leading me around. And again,
Yep.
you missed that whole ideology because you just like I gotta get it, thinking
Coin. Money.
thinking. Well, not necessarily money, but thinking that getting the lead coin was the
Goal.
goal
Honestly, yeah.
of it. So, but then like so you get through all of that, all of the puzzles, um, portion there that I was checking for the retro achievement. I saw that in there. I was like, well, fuck it. I need to go get all 6 puzzles. Go
Right.
in.
And the other puzzles were very simple compared to the
Yeah.
maze and the coin thing.
Oh
Like the
yeah,
rest
they
of
were
them just
very
bouncing
simple.
stuff and that. So like easy peasy.
Yeah.
Child's play.
So you tell it pearls, which is the password,
Mhm.
and then the squid invites you, like the squid seductively like sticks its tentacle through the megaphone there and is like, come on in. And then we fight the squid boss. What did you think about the squid boss? Because it's kind of like a segmented thing where you got to defeat all the tentacles and then you fight the actual boss. Like, what were your thoughts?
Honestly, when I saw the squid, like it was just hentai. Like I was like, I have Peach here, and the tentacles are coming up Peach's leg. Like it's a lot happening. But I thought like the screen we're at, like I could see clearly that there's more coming, but I didn't realize there was going to be like a paced thing where we keep moving towards the main body. I thought maybe too much about it, where like after we beat the tentacles, it would like crash through the floor and then we'd fight it. Like I thought more of a cinematic thing would happen, but like us just moving forward, fighting more tentacles, moving forward, fighting more tentacles. I hyped it up for myself too much. I was like, oh,
So it
moving
was almost like
forward,
a letdown.
fighting a little bit. I was hoping, but also this game is fucking 20 some years old. No, 30 some years old.
29.
25. Yeah. So like I shouldn't have that expectation based on what we've seen so far. But that was what I was anticipating was like because we've had like King Bomb just randomly fall from the ceiling before. So like it's not far fetched that the squid would just pop up from the ground or something. But that's what I actually anticipated was it to like break through the holes, seeing how that's what I thought they were there for, was for it to easily break through and then we fight it. But it was still a good battle. I don't think we had any problem with it. That
No.
that battle was super easy.
Yeah, like so as you can see here on the playthrough in the background, um, I just got to the main part, which is the squid, which is kind of funny because you beat up the tentacles, and if you counted them, there are only 8 tentacles, but I'm pretty sure squids have 10 tentacles. So someone didn't quite think that through, but um, like it didn't really have any issues with this boss. I do believe we were significantly powerful enough for this boss at this time, as well as Johnny, the boss that we encounter next. But then
Yep.
again, we both struggled a little bit with Yuridovich. And
Yes.
again, he was always the enemy I considered the hardest enemy when I was a kid. Now there are definitely tougher enemies out there, and there's a group of enemies which is actually where our next playthrough will likely end. That will be
Okay.
extremely tough, but I find them to be a little bit more manageable than Yuridovich. And I don't know why. And again, since I'm playing without the magic users and no magic healing,
Healers.
maybe I will find them to be an extremely more challenging. But I don't know. So,
Is it because there's multiple of them, so they don't hit as hard for each one?
uh,
Because Yordovich fucking when he hit. Like
yeah.
he fucking would take more than half of everyone's health when he did his AoE attack. And that's honestly what fucking hurt the most.
And
And
if
what
memory
hurt
serves,
the
they
most?
don't hit as hard as Yuridovich in a single attack, but because so spoilers, there's 5 of them.
Okay.
Like in one battle. I mean, I guess you see in the background here, Johnny has 5 of them in one battle, but he has 5 basic enemies, and it's 5 bosses. Like,
Oh.
and they're kind of an Easter egg, and I'm pretty sure you'll understand when you see them. Um, I don't remember what I'm checking for in retro
You're checking
achievements.
for an achieve. Oh, I actually think I know. I think
Oh,
you were
it's
looking for Geno's if like dealing max damage
oh
to an
maybe
enemy, but it was only to
excellent.
Smithy.
Yeah. Um. So, but yeah, so we got to the fight with Johnny here, and definitely found Johnny to be very manageable. Even when you go one on
Yeah.
one with him, he definitely was not as difficult as you would think he would be. What were your thoughts
No.
about Johnny?
And we also learned that you could have had an achievement if we beat him before the solo fight, which I feel like that would have cut some of the story out. Like I feel like it auto triggers for that. So like it doesn't make sense for it to be like, "Oh yeah, if you beat him before he solos you, like it changes a lot of stuff." So
So
I wasn't sure about that.
I think what you have to do for that, and I could be wrong because I don't remember ever getting it to trigger, is you have to deal enough damage to him before he gets a turn to call you out one on one. So basically, you have to just hit him
Hit him hard.
perfectly.
Yeah.
So, because I don't think he has a ton of damage be like in his first form beyond what he'll do to call you out. So like I think like if you do 500 damage to him, I'm just using a round number.
Yeah.
That's when he'll call you out. But if you can do 600 before he gets the chance to call you out, you beat him without him triggering. If that makes sense. So.
Yeah. Which we haven't talked about this, but I do want to say for their weapon upgrades, I'm such a fan of Bowser just chucking Mario at the enemies. That is the funniest shit. Like I, I I want to keep that as my weapon, but I know we're gonna find another weapon that's better for Bowser. But it's just so comical that he's like, I'm gonna throw this bitch at this bitch. Watch
Yeah.
me. He just fucking does it. And that's the best. I wish that was his final weapon instead, but I know we're gonna replace it soon. And that's so sad to me.
I think we do legitimately replace it soon.
Yeah, because every time we get a star, there's a new weapon right after, essentially. So that's why it's really sad. We get that one so early, where they should have saved that for like final boss territory. I
Yeah,
would have liked that a lot.
yeah, that would have been funny. Um, so then we go back here to Seaside Town, and you see that the tickling is happening. uh, because we're refusing to give the star. You held on to it a lot more than I did, but
Yep.
eventually you have to hand over the star, and then they form together and they form Eurydice. So,
Eurydice.
and then we have to.
Yeah, and I triggered this
fight
too
him.
early because we forgot. Well, I don't know if you forgot, but I forgot the EXP charm.
I think I did put it on before I started fighting him.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I accidentally went there just because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to buy it.
But yeah,
But this guy,
he just did his water blast, and that took a
which
ton of HP out.
what what is he? Is he a zombie
No,
essentially?
so most of Smithy's henchmen are like weapons. If you notice, like we
Yeah.
fought a bomb, we fought a giant sword. He's a spear. He's a spear wielding
Oh,
spear.
he's just a spear. Okay.
Yeah, like at some point during this fight, he will take his head off. You see how his head has a point?
Yeah.
He will take his head off, put it on the point of his spear, and then stab you with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I saw that. Or it might have happened, but I don't think I registered that he fucking is like Jack Skellington. Just like, nope.
Pretty much.
That's
So.
dangerous.
A little bit. Yeah, so he's a dirty one, and he has that split move. So he has his fake copy, and the copy doesn't take hardly any damage. You have to figure out which one is the real one.
Yep.
So, but yeah, very
Which
tough
I wish
boss.
there was an HP bar. An HP bar would be so beneficial.
Well, with Malo, Psychopath, I believe tells you how much HP they have, even for bosses.
Oh.
But I'm not.
It
I'm
doesn't
not.
stay on the screen though.
I was gonna
It
say I'm
just
not sure
pops
if
up
it
once.
stays on the screen for the rest of the fight, or if you have to just kind of like guess from there. See, there he goes. He took his head off and put it on the stick and stabbed.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, and I didn't remove that. I got a raid right here. Shout out to South Josh, everybody.
Hey.
But yeah, so we get through Eurydice, and thanks to Johnny, is what got us here. We made a good friend.
Yes.
And he
Shark
stopped them
boy.
from leaving. And there was actually a hint in his letter about our next big fight, because he mentioned seeing a giant axe flying through the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that's kind of a hint where we're going to end up going next. Or at least in the very near future. Directly next, I believe, is Monster Town and Land's End. Monster Town is a town inhabited by monsters, like friendly monsters. So it's going to be a cool, like it's a cool little town to visit, and kind of fun. Do you have any
kind of monsters? Like Koopas?
like Goombas and Koopas and shit? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was thinking, like, do they just bring like random atrocities? Like, never been in the Mario world before, but like now there's like minotaurs and like shit just everywhere.
I mean,
It's like,
kind of.
okay,
Kind of.
kind of.
Yeah. Not necessarily Monster Town, just in general. But yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff in Monster Town. Monster Town is also home of Culex, but we won't be able to get to him yet. Even if we wanted to try to, we got to go through a few steps to get to him.
Okay.
Any final thoughts about this particular portion of the playthrough that you had?
Just Yordovich was a bitch.
You're a bitch.
He didn't hit like one, but he was a bitch.
Well, his magic hit like one.
Oh, yeah, his magic not so much, but his fucking actual attacks.
Yeah, they were
Got me fucked
pretty
up.
manageable, honestly.
I keep seeing your characters keep using mushrooms, so like you're taking enough damage where you have to forego attacks in order just to heal.
Yeah, well, because since Peach has group heal, which will cure everyone, and that's like her whole role is healer, anyways. Since my guys are all attackers, like I do have to kind of stop and gauge where, like, how much damage they've taken compared to the attacks that he's doing. And do I have to worry about them being able to survive a water blast? You know?
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so we beat Yuridovich. Next gameplay, we will actually be, this means nothing to you if you're watching the podcast here on YouTube. But the next gameplay we will be doing tomorrow, and that will go up on at least my YouTube channel pretty quickly after that. Hopefully this will also go up very quickly soon when I stop being a slacker. I finally get my new hard drive installed on Saturday, so that will be nice.
Nice. Did you get the game capture, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I
didn't know if you actually got it or
this
if
weekend,
it's still
hopefully too.
Nice. Nice.
Thank you again for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I don't need it. I'm not just gonna sit on it and just put it in a storage box forever and be like, I figured someone could use it, so I messaged you first.
No, and like I said, it actually worked out really well because my on Twitch, whenever I get a payout, my goal is to use the money towards improving the stream slash just getting more stuff for the stream, which usually just means buying games. And the Steam summer sale had been on, and I was like, ooh, what can I buy on Steam? And I didn't actually see anything I wanted to buy in that moment. And I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not on Twitch for the money. I'm not on YouTube for the money. I'm not making gobs of money over here. For the first time in a few months, I got a payout on Twitch, and it was $64. And I'm like,
nice.
You know what? I owe MrWrong $56. Perfect. So that is why we had talked about PayPal, where my money is that I was going to send to you. So
yeah, I don't use PayPal. Got rid of that a long time ago.
Fair enough. You can't hack his PayPal, folks. Sorry.
I don't have one.
Not that anyone actually sat here and listened all the way to the end of this. If you did listen to the end of this, Yuridovich is your special word. Put it in the comments below.
Yeah.
And let us know that you love us. So, yeah. For the D20 duo, MrWrong and myself, Legionkaje, this has been Questlog. Thank you for joining us. I don't remember how this outro goes, but good night.
We wing it every time.
Pretty much. Bye.
Peace. Appreciate you. Love you. We see you. That one I was delayed 100%.
That's fine.